Hello, 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 everybody. Good morning. Good afternoon if you are in the other parts of the world, and very, very early morning to those of you who are joining us from the western part of the globe. Hope everyone's good this morning or today. It's a lovely day in Europe, I can tell you. Sun is shining, markets are looking good, so that's a positive. Is Maverick here? Yes. Okay, you have requested. I'm inviting you up, sir. Um, let's just see how this goes. Just give us a sec here to get the panel sorted out, guys, and we will start the spaces pretty soon, letting people jump in as well. Good to see some familiar faces here, as always.
Hey, hey, what's going on? How's it going, Tim?
Hey, who have we got here?
Oh,
Is
it's
this Alex?
Alex. Yep.
Alex, yeah. Okay, okay, cool. You sound a little bit like your counterpart as well, so I'm just making 100% sure.
It's
Cool.
funny. I don't know if you mean my wife or Sam, but but
I was gonna say Sam. I've never had the pleasure of meeting your wife, Alex, but yeah, you sound a little bit like Sam.
well, it's kind of funny because I've had Sam was actually with me when I was buying my engagement ring for my wife, and also actually a week ago as well. This happened, and someone came up to us and they were like, "Wait, is this your son?" And I was like, "Fuck, he's like 4 or 5 years younger than me. What the hell?"
Yeah, the bear market was tough for us, Alex. What can we say?
I started getting gray hair at 16, but I kind of do fulfill that old man meme of like, what do you mean? I'm 24 and I feel fine. I'm not stressed.
Exactly. Crypto's fun. Um, okay, so we're just getting started then. It's not a long spaces, guys, so we're going to keep it very, very sort of high level, short and snappy. We do have some really cool updates coming in from Alex over at Maverick, but let me just start by welcoming everyone in here. This is a spaces hosted by Commonwealth, of course. My name's Tim. I think you guys have heard my voice a couple of times. If you haven't, then I'm one of the co-founders of Commonwealth, and I've been working in a nuts and bolts kind of role for the last well over a year now, getting Commonwealth to market, and what a roller coaster that's been. It's a big week for Commonwealth as well. Let me just say that we've got the public sale, which starts tomorrow on paid network. We wanted to get as many people into All Street as possible, and there's 15% of the allocation that's being set aside for welcoming in new members into All Street. And yeah, we're super bullish on the roadmap, of course. And yeah, we've got a tier one exchange listing that's been confirmed as well. So that's exciting. Can't give you more information on that just yet, but you'll start to hear some publicity about that soon. So things are looking good for Commonwealth, and for those of you who aren't aware, we had the free fund. It's the first ever fund that was on chain, the first ever fund that was gamified for ownership. So you didn't actually buy into this fund; you had to earn it. And those of you who were, sort of committed enough over the 3 week period, did a lot of online tasks, on-chain tasks, you got yourself a slice of the world's first free fund, and now it's called the Priceless Fund. One of those projects is, of course, Maverick. And Maverick is a real world asset infrastructure chain. I'm going to let Alex give you the high level TLDR because he's going to do it much better than me. But it's a project that obviously All Street is super bullish on and loves. And I think it's one of the themes that are really current. And obviously, adoption of blockchain in the real world is going to hinge on infrastructure like Alex and his team have been putting together. So it is something that is really in the kind of in the narrative, in the hype cycle. And yeah, I want to hear more about it from Alex. And also notably, I want to hear about things that are coming up that can be exciting for people who are holding slices. And of course, if there's something that you guys need from Maverick, from All Street, don't hesitate to shout out and let us know what that is. And we're right behind you, of course. So I'm going to hand it over to Alex, and yeah, take it away, sir. First of all, just for those who don't know Maverick, just give us a quick high level, and then just your key updates would be great.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, hard to beat that intro. So thanks, Tim. Maverick is a new layer one blockchain designed specifically to onboard tokenized real world assets and integrate them with DeFi. And the thing that we're doing very differently than we have a lot of different approaches. Maverick is not just a great name because of the word, but also from our approach, both from let's say disrupting traditional finance, but also doing things differently in the blockchain space as well. So what we're doing with Maverick is creating all the infrastructure that's needed to facilitate the onboarding of RWAs. I can go down the whole list of why they didn't take off yet, but a lot of it's because everyone builds in silos. Nothing's interoperable. So we've built out a new RWA token standard. We'll be releasing the documentation for that in the near future. We built actually three different RWA dexes that we haven't actually discussed. So this is the first time I'm kind of saying that publicly. A limit order book, a limit order decentralized exchange, a proactive market maker DEX, and a OTC exchange as well. So not only, and like all that's going to be open sourced, and it all integrates with the RWA token standard, along with Maven Finance, which is a fully on-chain co-op bank. And I say that because all DAO governance is on-chain, decentralized oracles, decentralized treasury, and that's been running up on testnet. Will be up on Mavericks testnet soon. Secondly, a different approach that we're taking is, every chain has their Polygon Labs, Near Labs, Mistin Labs, etc., for their main blockchains that does BD. So what we're doing that's somewhat different than that is we're jump starting the ecosystem by onboarding different RWAs and tokens and hotels and multifamily housing and staking joint ventures onto our chain and ensuring that they integrate with the first dApps of DeFi on our chain. So when we launch, it's not just going to be, hey, new blockchain, hopefully someone builds on us. It's we've seeded this ecosystem, and not only are we going to get dApps to build on us and support our RWAs, but we're starting with RWAs, and there's a place for an actual economy for people to interact with, and then build companies supporting the business we've already brought on. That's a really high level way. We can go down into a lot of different different questions, but that's kind of a very high level element of what we're doing with Maverick.
That's super cool. That's actually the best explanation I've heard of Maverick up until this point. So those of you who are listening, I think you've got one of the nicest kind of high level descriptions of Maverick. And again, like this is the key to unlocking, the billions and billions of dollars worth of value that sits in the traditional financial system and, the traditional industries as well, and bringing those all into the world of Web3. It's going to be done by people like Alex. So that's fantastic, Alex, and super happy that the All Street community is here to listen to that. But something a bit more accessible to them. Maybe tell them what they should be excited about, I suppose.
Oh, I mean, there's so much. For starters, the Maverick wallet is in the Google Chrome store. It's not publicly available yet. What we call the Nexus is being built. The Nexus is a central hub. Well, central sounds funny, but it is a central hub for you to interact with anything on the protocol. It's a block explorer. It's to get domain names, which are decentralized. It's to view the ecosystem. It's to find a validator. It's to vote on governance. It's to check out the protocol treasury that we've built. So there's an on-chain protocol treasury. We've got on-chain liquidity mining that's also in the Nexus. That's your go-to place to interact with the protocol. In terms of really exciting things, so like that's tech, that's fun, that's the degen user one, the touch base and yada yada. On the more exciting things coming up, I'm actually really excited to say that we're a Block 2 sponsor for Consensus's 10th conference coming up next week, at the end of next week, May 29th in Austin, Texas. We're going to be there. We've got a booth next to one of the stages. And not only that, we're doing a fireside chat with a senior partner. And in that fireside chat, Sam, if you can actually send it to Tim or pin it here, we are going to be doing a live showcase, like a live demo of Maverick's testnet in the Maverick wallet, going to buy an RWA off one of the dexes, using that from the proactive market maker dex. We're going to take that RWA, use it as collateral to back a loan on Maven Finance in a non-custodial vault, borrow USDT against that RWA, then go to the limit order dex, buy a different RWA, and then use that to add it as collateral um, to diversify the risk portfolio of that vault. And you could even borrow more at that point. But we're essentially going to show off some of the different dexes that we've built, deposit it into the RWA lending that we've got already built, and borrow against it. And you're going to see this entire economy, this on-chain economy, actually running live on testnet. It's not a gimmick. It's not Figma. I mean, we used Figma to design it, but it's all running on chain.
That's epic, man. That's really, really fun. So anybody who's going out to Austin for the Consensus conference, please do, stop in and, go meet Alex and Sam and the team over there and, yeah, get to know them, get to know Mavryk, but also, spread the word as well about the demo. I think this is like pretty groundbreaking stuff, what they're gonna be showcasing there. I will, of course, ask the team as well to help spread the word. Are people going to be able to watch this online as well, Alex, or is it only live in person?
It's going to be live in person. I don't know. I don't believe we're going to be doing a live stream. I think Consensus does live streams. I'll find out and let you know. But we are bringing part of our marketing to staff, like team, to essentially take video, document the whole thing. We're going to be making videos. We're going to be showing it off. And as soon as, after Consensus, we'll be doing a lot more videos showing this. Just that right now is about, dotting the I's and crossing the T's so we don't go to Texas and be like, hey, look, it works. And then the T-Rex eats the tourists, right? So that's that's our focus at the moment. But yeah, for everybody as part of Commonwealth, please like, retweet, ask questions, engage. Right? We're here to answer your questions, to be a part of. Everything that we're doing is to build a community. We should really do a Twitter space on this. But building a blockchain is really like building a nation state economy, and this is where I think all blockchains have gotten this wrong. But the whole point is to involve the constituents. It's for the benefit of the users or the citizens, so to say. So even for the swag for Consensus, we actually did a merch competition, got NFT artists involved, paid them like rewards for giving us different designs that won, and we've been printing their for the T-shirt and socks that we're giving away at Consensus, the NFT artists designs for that merch. So come by, stop by the booth, grab some swag, talk to the team, meet us, see what we're building literally live. But it's all about the inclusion of everyone, and not this foundation that just sits over there in their iron towers, or their ivory towers, as they say.
That's awesome, man. That's really, really cool. I like that touch. Maybe, and this is just a suggestion, if everything goes well and the Tyrannosaurus Rex doesn't end up eating the paying public and things like that, and everything goes smoothly and you guys are a hit success, which I know it's going to happen, maybe you can do another one which is more sort of online, and then you can demo it all online, and then people can, either be part of that live demo or, watch the recording, because I do think this is like super, super important for people to get a really good feel for how this whole system works.
Well, yeah, exactly. That Consensus is just going to be the first time that we do it. Afterwards, we're going to be running video. We're going to do, like a kind of like like a Twitter space, but a video that shows off everything that we've built. Recorded videos. We're bringing our marketing team to also record Consensus as well, so we'll be releasing that. Hopefully, the T Rexes don't eat the tourists. I think the T Rex only ate the lawyer. To be fair, in Jurassic Park, in the first one at least. The Velociraptors might have done more damage, but yeah. As soon as everything is up and running perfectly, we're going to be showcasing this to everybody in the world as well, and as well as we have a couple under the wraps BD elements for tokenization. Um, that we should be announcing at Consensus, maybe announcing at Consensus. And eventually, once we go onto our testnet, you'll be able to play with the testnet with products that will be coming to Mavryk as well. So that's one interesting thing. But secondly, so you have a public testnet, you bring tokenization onto the chain, and then you can play with it and be like, okay, this token on testnet will eventually be a live RWA. And that's something really interesting to touch, because it's a tangible thing, right? It's a real thing that you can touch, feel, invest in. But secondly, um, another interesting thing is that dApps that launch on the chain, we're playing with an airdrop feature for everyone who owns Maverick, the token, will also be getting incentives paid by the liquidity mining treasury. So I suggest you guys read up on that in our white paper. But B, part of their joint venture and strategy of building up a commonwealth, a digital commonwealth, is toying with the idea of having the dApps airdrop to the L1 token. So um, there's a lot of things in the work here to create this economy and not just a blockchain as a
That's
tech
awesome,
layer.
man. And you did mention it, so I'm going to follow up then. A lot of people will want to know, like, when do you guys plan to launch your token and have everything fully live?
Everybody's asking us this. We're shooting for the end of Q3, early Q4.
Okay,
We've got
there you
we've
go.
got audits. We've got go to we need to get to the right now we have everything on an internal DevNet. Then we get to public testnet, incentivized testnet, and launch.
Nice, nice, nice. So what should people be doing right now if they want to, be more and more part of the Maverick ecosystem? Is there going to be, like you mentioned, incentivized test nets? Is there ways to get engaged and involved?
Yeah, I mean, we have a Discord. Join our Discord, join our Telegram, talk to us on Twitter, comment on our posts, ask us questions. I mean, the number one thing I really like is people engaging with us, asking questions, reading the light paper, talking, spreading the word. Because most RWA platforms, I have to say, I don't know, pardon the French, horse shit. People keep building in silos, or they're not really put together, and we've seen that in our discussions with investors as well. Is like, what makes you different? Why are you different than every other RWA platform? And I walk them through the economy that we're building. So if you read the white paper, get in touch, join the community, ask questions. That's really the most interest, the kind of the best thing you can do.
Cool, cool, cool. Are you guys going to be running like airdrop campaigns and all that sort of stuff, or you can't speak about that, or it's too early, or?
Yes and yes to both of those questions. There's
Okay.
it's a little too early to speak about it, but there's going to be an incentivized testnet. One of the things that we're doing for an airdrop that I could already say, I don't have the details on it yet, but it's in our roadmap. So Maverick, so RWAs are essentially security tokens, and there's KYC. Um, Maverick has in the Maverick wallet, there's a special thing called the Pro wallet, and that Pro wallet is KYC'd. And so once you KYC in that Pro wallet, you'll be able to go to one of our RWA platforms, not named yet. I'm going to save the name for consensus to say it there. Go to our RWA platform, buy an RWA. Go to another RWA platform, buy another RWA. Use it as collateral for a loan on Maven. Get USDT, or even liquidate someone's bad debt on Maven and buy out their RWAs, right? But you won't have to go through KYC every single time and every single dApp. So once you've got your Pro wallet, you just use RWAs like you do DeFi today.
That's
So
awesome. That's so
so
cool, man.
so
Yeah.
where I was going with that, sorry, I went on a little bit of a shill for the Maverick wallet for the Pro wallet. But the Maverick Pro wallet users will be getting an airdrop of Maverick tokens. And the point of that, besides for having MPC, logging in with the email and password and yada yada, the pro side of that is we're looking to onboard mainstream users who want to buy real estate or buy fractional pieces of assets in real estate. And by airdropping the Maverick token to a bunch of mainstream users, they don't have to worry about gas fees. Even though gas is cheap, extremely cheap on the chain, um, a lot of new users don't know how to obtain tokens yet. They need some form of easy onboarding. And so that airdrop the for the KYC wallets allows mainstream users to come in, open an account in their eyes, and interact and buy assets because we're working on basically a wire transfer to deposit stablecoins into the wallet as well. You'll be able to transfer money to your wallet, log in with your password. You won't have to worry about gas immediately, and then you'll understand. You'll get a easily integrated system for onboarding, and then you're like, oh, this is how this works. Let's go do more. So that airdrop is specifically for mainstream users and everybody who
Cool.
gets it.
Very cool. Very cool. I like it. Makes a lot of sense. I'm wondering if anybody in the community has any questions, if anybody's hand is up, or if anybody would like to ask any questions in the chat. Let me see if there's any questions here. Um, some
As you
technical issues. Yeah.
as you search through that, Kelly, for you listening down below, we're going to be stopping over in Amsterdam for a quick stop. So um, we've got like a 6 hour layover. We're going to head into town and grab a beer. If you're around Monday morning, happy to meet up.
Sounds great. Can I come? Uh, Guys, this is awesome. So there's no questions actually in the chat, and I don't see anybody's hand up. So we might actually be coming through the spaces quite efficiently, actually, which is unusual. Last night I was on a spaces for more than 2 hours, 2 hours 20 minutes. It was a 1 hour spaces. That was too long. That was too much talking. I think some of you guys were there. I recognize some of the faces here. But Alex, is there anything else you want to share with the group, or if not, we can sort of wrap things up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are coming out to Consensus, please come visit us, like and join our Twitter spaces, our Discord channels, the community, ask questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out or even ask here. We're an open book and looking to build something. We're looking to build blockchain as was promised. Yet the ecosystem hasn't seen yet. So thank you for joining.
Yeah, you guys are the real deal, and All Street is obviously fully bullish behind Maverick, and anything we can do on All Street, let us know. And yeah, we'll be looking out for all these major updates. Good luck in consensus. I know you guys are going to knock it out of the park. And yeah, we will continue to be right behind Maverick the whole way. Um, Alex, I'm just going to quickly
Amazing.
talk quickly. Yeah,
I do think
yeah,
we
go ahead.
have Francis came up. I don't know if he has a question.
Oh, Francis managed to come up. I'm trying to get Francis on stage since the beginning of the session. Francis, who are you, sir, and what would you like to ask?
Yo, Jim, guys. I was actually having a little bit connection issues. Actually wanted to jump into the Discord and see if I could get one or two informations. But from the verifications, it's probably requesting I verify via the on-chain or on-site verification, and I think some of us out there really don't like doing such verifications because it's usually clone our discords and probably spam into servers, and then at the end of the day got discords compromised. And I would like to encourage your Maverick to look into that and probably get other means of verify users into the discord to make it more seamless for the users. So, I actually also wanted to ask if the spaces are being recorded because from the onset, I was kind of having connection issues, and I couldn't get all the informations that was being passed into the AMA. So, those are my little bit
Yes,
questions I would love to
yes.
ask.
Yeah, thanks for that, Francis. Great questions. The first one, or the second question is easy to answer. It is being recorded. You'll be able to listen back to the short spaces that we've had here. It's been very, I think, rich in terms of the information. And the second one was more to you, Alex, than about verification of users in Discord.
Yeah, I'm already chatting with one of our with Sam, who's also in here as well, listening. Who's our chief of staff and developer, and we're looking into any issues because of verification on the Discord.
Cool. So thanks for that, Francis. Then we are just going to wrap it up. Again, it's a huge week for everybody involved in Commonwealth on All Street. It is the moment that we aim to decentralize more and more through the mechanism of the public sale. It's on paid network. It kicks off tomorrow. 11 o'clock UTC is the early pool. So that's people who have staked paid tokens and are eligible to participate in the early pool. And then the following day, 11 o'clock UTC, is the open pool, which does not require any paid tokens to participate. You do, however, need to register an account on paid in advance. So do that now if you're keen, or if you're planning to participate in the public sale and want to access the public sale of Commonwealth. The public sale details are all over our Twitter essentially, and all over paid States Twitter. But the token price is 6 cents per wealth token, and it's 15% of supply, so it's 150 million tokens that are being sold in the public sale in total. Anything not being sold, by the way, is going to be going into a pool for staking. So if you stake on day one on listing, you are eligible to access that pool, that staking pool. It's a once-off staking pool for wealth tokens, and it's going to be created by whatever is unsold in the public sale. So that's quite cool. It's an extra incentive for All Street to get their hands on more tokens. Yeah, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. I've got about another 18 spaces to do today, so you probably hear from me later. And Alex, have a great time over in Consensus, and Sam too, and the rest of the team. And good luck for everything. We look forward to we look forward to more updates when you get back. Thanks, everyone.
Sounds great, and good luck to your throat and voice for the rest of the day, Tim. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Thanks, Alex. Take care. Cheers, guys.
All right. Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.